Good afternoon, greeting and salutation to all my Arsenal fans, to all my coolers out there. As you can see, I am rocking the new 2026 Barcelona jersey, looking fresh, looking good. This one there, special one, because I have my father's name on the back of it, Mr. Pierre. That's my father, and I represent him forever, honoring our Barcelona heritage. Me, I'm the young gunner, but I'm the cooler as well. And Arsenal, to all the fans out there who always say, how come you don't get no Arsenal jersey no more? Where were you when I was supporting Arsenal for the last 23 years? Some of you guys claim to be gunners in the modern day era. I've never seen you guys buy a mug from Arsenal. I've never seen you guys buy even a petri dish that have Arsenal logo on it. Not even a coffee mug. I have invested money in Arsenal more than I can remember since 2001. Remember when Arsenal had the O2 jerseys? We were the first one invested. When Nike were charging people, overcharging people for the 2006 Champions League final jersey, the yellow and black jersey, we bought them all. I told this club, for as long as you tolerate Mikel Arteta, listen to me well, for as long as you tolerate Mikel Arteta, and I don't see no trophies in our cabinet, you will never see investment from old heads like me. I invest in my club, my father's club, because why? This is calling you order. You either accept it or you don't have to. You mad at me? Good. I like it that way. But before I do this video, I'm not here to offend people. I'm just here to enlighten you on what Arsenal need to do to get us old heads back into fold. When? And today you did that, and I'm very proud of the young guns. Before I do this video, I would like to do a belated. Actually, when was Robbie Lyle's birthday? Something, because the reason why we do this, I don't work for AFTV, but I owe AFTV a lot of respect. Why? In 2000 and when was this? 2012. When I first came across AFTV, it was via one of my Dutch friends. He came from Amsterdam. I think Heerenveen, and he was studying at the university. And then I said, he was like bragging about this AFTV movement. I said, what the heck is that? He said, man, just look at it, bro. And a guy named Adam from Cairo, Egypt. Both were hardcore Arsenal fans like me. And when I stumbled upon this thing called AFTV, I said, this is actually gold. All of us who do podcasts on football predictions, we should all give respect to the Don, because, to be honest with you, without Robbie Lyle, I would not be doing this for you guys. For football prediction, this man I owe respect to. To my Jamaican brother again, I know it's late, but I would like to wish you, my brother, a happy birthday, and your whole family, your brother. Thank you for AFTV. Thank you for DR Sports, which I watch the program like when I get the chance. And you changed the game forever for all of us. You inspire everybody. And out of a token of my appreciation, we thank you. And we're gonna walk our path. But man, big up, respect to you for doing this thing called AFTV, because sometimes you want to know more about your club and you're not gonna know about it from the mainstream media. And a guy like Lord Robert, or we call him Don Robbie, and he really paved the way for many young podcasters or people who are learning the thing now on how to report on their club. But you guys know where I stand as a gunner and as a cooler. Arsenal are winning games, but I want more of the same performance when you're playing big teams. Like the Liverpools, the Tottenham now is very strong in 2025. So I want that same performance when we're playing the big clubs. Anyway, I'm by the riverside. Where I'm always doing these recordings in the woods. But sunset is behind me today. We're feeling blessed. We're feeling good. And I wanted to discuss some scoreline with you guys that actually shock the football universe today. Let me see if I can pull out my. Actually, I have a sheet of paper right here because I have to give you guys a few tips for tomorrow's game as well. And let's start with some of this. I'll give you guys seven. I give you guys seven score line. Remember, I gave you guys Galatasaray versus ISS 2-0 Galatasaray. They covered the spread. The -2 I proposed. I predicted. Congratulations to Galatasaray. Moro Icardi, at 30 years old, you're doing your thing in Turkey. Respect. Crystal Palace disappointed me today with a nil-nil score against Sunderland. I was expecting you to beat Sunderland, and the scoreline did not match the performance. It was very unfortunate. We had this one I did not put on the list, but it was a shocking scoreline when I saw Atletico Bilbao lost to Deportivo Alaves in Bilbao. This one actually surprised the hell out of me. Then we had, let me see here. We had Real Madrid, who defeated. Who was Real Madrid playing again? One second, let me check my phone. 1 second. Kylian Mbappe, Sociedad, Martin Zubimendi's old team. And what a perform from the get-go. When I saw the Kylian Mbappe's first goal, I was like, ah. But I have to give respect. So that was from the list I gave you guys, and Madrid won the game 2-1. The defender, the young Dutch Spaniard defender, well, he's born in the Netherlands, but he's naturalized as a Spaniard. Hussen got a red card from Real Madrid. I think they're going to protest it to have the decision reversed. But I think it was just, he deserved to get that red card and be suspended for the next 2 to 4 games. All they can do is now discuss a reduction on the sentence. And we know Fiorentino Perez got long reach. Like a spider, this man always get what he want from the La Liga Federation. I doubt if Hussein will even serve the full 4 games. It's Madrid. It's always politics involved. And as for other scores, Atletico Madrid beat Villarreal 2-0. I did pick Villarreal at +1. They did not do their due diligence today to match my prediction with the +2, +1. But congratulations to Diego Simeone on his first one of the season. And jumping on other results, Bayern Munich, what a goal by Serge Gnabry. 5-0 against Hamburg. And they put Hamburg between a bun and hamburgered that entire game. Both halves fully in control. Bayern Munich, Diamond Shafton, FC Hollywood executed as we expected them to. And before I get to the Arsenal game, don't forget there was a big game in Il Calcio today. Congratulations to Napoli. 2-0. Rasmus Højlund, first game within 15 minutes, bagged his first goal on his return to the Serie A, giving Napoli the dub over Fiorentina in the Il Calcio Classic. And we had the Juventus versus Internazionale derby. Scoreline was 4-3. La Juve beating Inter Milan in the 92nd minute. Go watch the highlight or the full game. That last goal from that kid, Adic or Odic, classic way to beat Inter Milan. So you had the advantage go to Napoli. Now was on top of the table. I think we neck and neck now with Juventus. Neck and neck, 9.9 points. And then, of course, for the main event, we had Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. I actually woke up early to watch the game. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I was watching the game live. I don't do live feeds because I keep it simple. I don't have this fancy equipment like the other guys, and I respect to them for doing that for you guys. But me, I just like tweet and TikToks and send a couple of messages. Facebook, I don't really send messages on live games, but I was lucky enough to wake up this morning, thanks to the Almighty. so I could watch Arsenal do their thing, and Ebenechi Eze is the truth. And but my respect today go to a young man which I kind of criticized in the summer, and I would like to apologize to him on the record. This young man's name is Noni Madueke. I owe you an apology. I owe your family an apology. I owe Andrea Berta an apology for signing you, because when they signed you, I was like, why is Arsenal ignoring Rodrigo to go sign this dude from Chelsea? Folks, for the first time, Arsenal signed a Chelsea player who I think have the it factor to help this team start winning titles. Arsenal completely dominated Nottingham Forest. For the first time, I've seen Arsenal play like this without Bukayo Saka, without Saliba. No one expected this sort of dominance from Arsenal. This is a new team. Yes, Liverpool are the favorite to win the entire league. As what's his name, Alan McCoy from Scotland said so on his punditry thing. You know what? I think Arsenal have a chance to win the league this year if everything goes according to plan. On the unfortunate news was that Odegaard is injured, but as long as the likes of Martin Zubimendi, respect to you for scoring 2 goals today with the brace and the header. I see you, Chepo. As long as the key figures like Ebenechi Eze is healthy, Zubimendi is healthy, Victor Gyökeres is healthy, I don't even have to explain to you guys how the defense is looking. That defense is mean. This is the meanest Arsenal defense I've seen since the Invincibles. Remember when we had guys like Philippe Senderos, Pascal Sigan, Kolo Toure, who replaced the likes of Steve Bold, Sol Campbell, who replaced the likes of Tony Adam. We're talking about steel. If you go into battle, you need weapons. And this Arsenal team at the back, this is Julian Temba, Ricci, Calafiori. You have Gabriel Magalhaes, who's, well, team captain now, and Mosquera, the new addition. This guy don't play. He doesn't play. This man is out there checking everybody's pocket like ice for their identity so he can expose them on display on the main screen. This guy don't play. Valencia, thank you. Ecuador, thank you. Now I can finally sit back and enjoy an Arsenal game without Saliba. Not scratching my head, mate. Why? Proper backup. And this man is not playing like a backup. He's actually playing to compete with Saliba for the starting position. So, Madrid, you wanted to buy Saliba over the summer transfer, and then we were a bit like, skeptical about your proposition. Now, if you want to buy Saliba next summer, bring in the peas. We'll sell him to you for the price that he's worth. And we're talking about above £100 million. You want to sign Saliba from Arsenal? No problemo. You're going to make him the most expensive defender in the world. It's going to be on the record that you will pay the full amount up front. No funny business. You want the best, you're going to pay the amount that you have to pay to get the best. He's 23 years old. He'll be 24 next summer, because now I got the replacement for him. And Mosquera, we're not even scared anymore to lose Saliba. So the result was 3-0, braced by Martin Zubimendi, the best central midfielder in the Premier League, because Pedri is done, finito. No more Pedrito, cabish? It is done. Done. Pedrito is finished. Or what's his name? Rodri. At Manchester City. I say Pedri. Pedri is my player. Rodri is done. Zubimendi now is the Don of the Premier League in the central midfielder area. He connect everything. Everything's on cruise control with Martin Zubimendi, bro. Small by stature, but he will leap up in your arsenal like the Ant-Man and crawl up in there to find out what's wrong with you. So Arsenal, we are in a good position to win this league. Victor Gyökeres, 3 games and 4 matches. We are doing good, and I'm loving it. So all my Gunners and Gunnerettes, let's enjoy this victory today. And we're gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna keep an eye close on the Manchester game versus the two Manchesters. To be honest with you, I have a funny prediction for 3 games for tomorrow. I did not put on the list, and I have Real Betis and La Liga at 10:15 a.m. They will be playing in Valencia at the Estadio Ciudad de Valencia. I would like Real Betis, just like the last encounter when they won that game 4-1, where Anthony shined. I would like a victory from Real Betis, -2, -1. But I know 100% fact they will beat Levante and Valencia tomorrow. And then we have the Manchester City derby. This one in the Premier League, I'm calling this one as a United win. Oh, you like Arsenal and Barcelona. Why would you predict that United will beat Manchester City? City is weak right now. When a lion is wounded, the hyenas will be circling the lion's den for blood. And Manchester United now, with that little win they had last weekend, I think in this game tomorrow, Erling Haaland will motivate Benjamin Sesko to score his first. So I'm going with Manchester United here. 2-1, 1-0. It's a cold prediction. If not, at 70 to 60%, Manchester United will draw Manchester City tomorrow. But a little bird is telling me in my head that United got City's number for the first time in about 7 to 6 years. Go with Manchester United as the underdog. +1, +2 should get you through. United, I repeat, will beat Manchester City or draw them at 60 to 70%. As for the last one, to all my Barcelona fans, there is like some kind of we are actually 1 second. Lamine Yamal is injured and he will not be available for the game. Apparently he was not supposed to play in the second international break that Spain had, but with the doctors that work the magic for La Roja, they pumped his ankle with painkillers and put him on the pitch. When he came back to Catalonia, we found out that Lamine Yamal's ankle was completely and a knee problem too. So this young kid is injured perhaps for the next 2 games. We're going to a Champions League game without our superstar. And he may be missing like 3 weeks. But knowing the character of this club, the mighty Barcelona, Barca will get through this. I want a victory against Los Chat at the Johan Cruyff Stadium. Shout out to Cruyffy. Always. So we're gonna beat Valencia tomorrow 100%. If it gets boring, I expect a 1-0 Barcelona. I'm looking for a 2-0, 3-1 Barca. And welcome back Marco Bernat in the midfield with Marc Casado and Pedri. You already know what I got when it comes to Pedri. I don't have to explain that to you. The only person I'm asking to perform tomorrow would be Marcus Rashford once again. You have to perform because we reviewed your contract a week ago and you might return back to Manchester in January. Please, brother, get on your game. and perform like you used to 4 years or 3 years ago at Manchester United when you scored at 30 goals a season. I'm missing that guy. I know you still have it and you're at 27 years old. My dream is for you to become our new Samuel Eto'o. That's my dream. I know you got what it takes. Please work on that. As for the predictions that I have, well, I'm not going to touch college football because if you follow my social media pages, you should see it on there. But I will give you some results on Monday on college football because technically speaking, it's already done for the day. And this big fight thing tonight, that's all my mind is focusing on right now. I don't even think about anything else. For if you guys notice, I haven't even put a video on the fight itself, all that prelim stuff, all that documentary stuff. I just want to see the fight. And I'm gonna give you guys a prediction before I post this tonight. Prelim start at 8 to 9 p.m. The main card start at 10:30. The fight will be in Las Vegas at the Allegiant Stadium for the Las Vegas Raiders. So if you want my prediction for this fight, as somebody used to box for 15 years and in the amateur level, um, we all know I respect Canelo Alvarez, but not when he's being a chicken. For taking this fight, he actually proved to me he's not a chicken. And you guys know Terence Bud Crawford is my favorite boxer in this modern day generation. Well, the torch is about to be passed tonight. You want my prediction? I'm going to be real with you. No nonsense. This fight, there will not be a KO. There will not be a TKO. It will go the distance for 12 rounds. It's going to be about who can outsmart one another for 12 rounds. So it's going to be a lot of ring cuts, a lot of counter punch. For the first 3 rounds, I'm going to give that one to Canelo Alvarez. But once Terence Bud Crawford finish downloading data, because you know his style is very slow, he starts to steady his opponent. Canelo does the same thing too, but I think Canelo will be more urgent because he's defending all the belts tonight. So the pressure's on him to start throwing punches early. The same way he fought the guy from Ukraine or Russia or Kazakhstan, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. Triple G exposed Canelo in 3 fights, even though they say there were a couple of draws, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy from, what was the guy who beat him? The guy from Russia who beat Canelo when he jumped up like a couple of weight classes. I saw the weigh-in yesterday when I was looking at the size of both fighters. And it was kind of different from what was being shown on the tail of the tape. Canelo's a bigger fighter. Frame. Don't forget, after you do the weigh-in, 24 hours to the fight, when you rehydrate, if you did not do a lot of media work, you rested well, you will get about 15 to 20 pounds back within 24 hours. Now for the old schools, who watch old school boxing, like there was a guy named in the heavyweight division, back in the old days before the George Foreman eras, he was the master of putting weight back on quick. La Morta quelque chose, I forgot his name. And Terence Bud Crawford is fighting out of his weight class by 5 to 10 pounds. So Canelo will have the edge. So if he start attacking early with them heavy punches, going for the body shots, he will do damage a bit to Terence Bud Crawford by slowing him down. But when you're speaking from round 4 to round 12, Terence Bud Crawford will tax that ass. I'm being real. So for my winner tonight, by decision, I'm picking Terence Bud Crawford as your new undisputed champ, pound for pound. And that's the way I see the fight, by decision. If he KO Canelo, it'll be a miracle, because Canelo is no punk. Yeah, I got big respect for Canelo Alvarez always. Cause why? I watched the way he fought Floyd Mayweather. I watched the way he fought a lot of heavy Mexican fighters. The only fight Canelo struggled with was when the guy came from England who fought him in his own yard in Mexico when he was having his home coming fight. And he kind of struggled against that guy, but the English guy. But against Terence Bud Crawford, if he does not establish dominance in the first 5 rounds, I guarantee you, tonight in Las Vegas, Terence Bud Crawford will be walking out of that arena with all the belts. That's all I got to say, folks. My prediction. So put the money on T Bud to win this by decision. That's my prediction. And as for you NFL lovers, I will keep you guys posted tomorrow morning and I will post some stuff for you guys. Get on it. And as always, get paid. So that's it. And I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy your weekend.